Hi, my name is Joe Stewart, and I am a former life and disability insurance agent in Washington State. Life and disability, life and health, is just one of the fancy terms there, L&D, that they use in the insurance industry. I've had several people recently asking me about the difference between dental insurance and dental discount plans, and I thought it might be a good thing to make a brief video about that, explaining some of the basics of it. I actually called another agent when I was in Arizona here not long ago and asked them for information about dental insurance. And this lady immediately came back and she said, "You know what, Joe? It's just it's not what it used to be. I really recommend that you go with a discount plan." And that got me to thinking about some of the different things that might be available out there and looking into it. And I was shocked at what I saw. With dental insurance, when people think of traditional insurance, or they think about their car insurance, their homeowners insurance, whatnot. Our parents, 20, 30 years ago, if they had a decent job, most places offered medical insurance or dental insurance as part of their employment package. It's not that way anymore. There's actually It's actually become more and more rare because most small businesses, especially, simply can't afford it to provide it for the employees, and that's pushed a lot of people out into the open market by private policies. And the dental insurance policies that are available now, just to be honest with you, simply aren't up to standard. They're not up to par. There are some things that you can find on the internet that are more maintenance oriented. I'll go into that in a minute, but that say $7 a month, $8 a month, whatnot. You need to really, I urge you to really look at the fine print to see what type of coverage these plans actually provide before you purchase them. Discount plans, what they are, that's pretty self-explanatory. A dental discount plan provides you with a discount at the time that you go to see the dentist. There are some of these networks where they'll have several thousand dentists in these networks. They're just like anyone that you've ever seen. They're fully qualified. That if you have a dentist currently, they may even be part of a plan. You may not even be aware of it. One of the advantages that they have by participating in these networks is buying power. That's one thing. Several of these dentists, you get many of them together like that. They have office equipment, basic needs that they have to have on a regular basis, money that they have to spend, and they get substantial discounts by buying with that network. That has power. There's a lot of them together there. Also, with discount plans, there is no paperwork to file, no waiting time for them to get their money. Basically they've set up something saying, I'll give you a discount for this procedure of 10 to 60% as long as you pay me cash now for it. Which you think about it, it's really a pretty decent. That's a good thing, if somebody told you that you could get milk, and instead of paying $2 and something a gallon, that they'd give it to you for $1, and it was the same thing that you'd always gotten, but you had to pay them cash then, you'd do it, of course, if you needed the milk. Well, that's the same way that these work. A couple of the main differences between dental insurance and discount plans. Dental insurance does not cover pre-existing conditions when you first purchase a policy. This is pretty standard. I don't understand why some people think that they're going to go down and spend however much for a dental insurance policy and all of a sudden go get their bridge work done or their dentures taken care of. Of course, the cost of the procedure would exceed what they've paid for the premium. There would be no money in it for the insurance company. If you think about it, when you go to buy your auto insurance, they come outside and they look at the vehicle identification number. They do a walk around of the vehicle to make sure that any existing damage there is marked down, so they're not paying for anything that was already there. This is the same way with dental insurance. They're not going to pay for anything where there was already a problem. You're only covered from the date that you actually purchased the insurance. For most pre-existing conditions to be covered, they have a standard waiting period. This is normally 6 to 12 months. After which you can normally get your issue taken care of. However, then again, there's many companies that still won't cover 100% of it. You may end up paying a portion of it yourself after that time, 50%, whatever it may be. Higher monthly premiums for anything as far as a decent coverage policy. I've seen some, family policies run up to $100 a month, which is extremely high for this kind of care. And maintenance oriented, that's what I mentioned before. Maintenance oriented, basically, what they're designed to do is to take care of your cleanings. Take care of your fluoride treatments, get your x-rays done, preventive maintenance. So, they can catch something in the initial stages before it gets out of hand and becomes a big problem. Most of these are covered. Most of those things are covered with dental insurance. Dental discount plans, as I stated before, as low as $79.95 annually for an individual. I've seen them as low as $150, $160 annually for a family, and that's for everybody in the household. Pre-existing conditions are covered there because it's not insurance. You can get those substantial discounts if you need bridge work done, if you need dentures, if you need a crown, extraction, whatever it may be. That you get your membership card, you can go in and get that taken care of. As I said before, you do need to pay cash for it, or put it on your credit card as long as the dentist gets his money right away. Absolutely, no problem at all. There's no waiting period on there, no age limits, no limitations or exclusions. I wrote this down. The only exclusion that they do have on these is if you started a procedure with a different dentist and it was already partially done, and then you went to a different dentist and tried to use the plan. He could not do that because it had already been started by someone else. That would be the only exclusion there. But other than that, absolutely no waiting period, age limits, limitations, or exclusions whatsoever. And as soon as you pay the annual fee for the discount plans, within 1 to 3 business days, you'll get your card and your membership paperwork and everything. You can start seeing them immediately. Another thing also, between dental insurance and dental discount plans, many of the insurance plans, you are limited to seeing certain dentists, just whoever accepts your plan. Also, with the discount plans, you do have to see a dentist within the network. However, if you go and see Dr. Smith over here, and after seeing Dr. Smith a time or two, you just don't feel like it's a very good fit. You're not comfortable with the kind of care that you've gotten there. Perhaps they're just a personality, whatever it may be. If you're not comfortable, you can hop over to Dr. Jones, who is in the same network at any time. There's no penalty or anything for that. You don't have to ask any questions or nothing. You just call up Dr. Jones and make an appointment with them. So no restrictions there. I wanted to make this brief. You can get more information on this at my website at www.discount-dental.net. That's www.discount-dental.net. There's a lot of different things in there. I explain this a little bit more in detail. You can enter your zip code there and find out participating dentists for different plans that are in your area and look at the different types of coverages. And if you need to, you can get started right away. Thanks for taking the time to listen.